And so the reason for such an interdimensional system manifested within, and as the bone marrow tissue within, and as the upper neck point, being the 3-point plug wall socket, and the multiple various different interdimensional system designs where each and every single such system designs have individual purposes, as the actual 3-point plugs which plug into the 3-point plug wall socket was to merely experiment, enslave, and control the select few dimensional beings, lab rats and sheep, with which they cynically played as human beings on Earth. Why? Because they could, of course, and no one had ever taken their power, stood up and took responsibility for what they had accepted and allowed throughout existence, both here on Earth and in the dimensions, until now. Why are there human beings in this world, only but a select few, in power and control as God in this world? Because they can, and who else is allowing and accepting such a fateful existence here on Earth, but human beings accepting and allowing their fate instead of realizing that they have to individually stand up and take responsibility, and starting with themselves, with you. The illness, the sickness, the sin that exists in this world is self-deception, human beings, where you're not even honest enough within and as yourself to realize that you are hiding behind anything and everything that is of this world, to just not take that step within yourself, to stand up and take responsibility for who you are, and start opening your eyes and your ears and realizing that you individually are responsible for the current status and expression of this world because of your acceptances and allowances, participations, and sly methods of hiding. You are too afraid to face yourself as the entire world and all human beings within, because it is you. It is you in manifested expression. It reflects who you are within because of your acceptances and allowances, participations, and you know this, and you know this. So instead of standing up and taking responsibility within and as yourself, within and as you as who and what you have accepted and allowed yourself to become, you rather prefer to hide, to cower and hide behind anything and everything that is of this world, which makes one simple statement: you are actually less than and inferior to that which exists in this world, the current status and expression of this world, because you are apparently too hopeless and powerless to face yourself, to face what you have actually accepted and allowed to manifest and exist in this world. And you know this, and you know what is best for all, but you have become addicted to this illness, this sickness, this becoming of a self-defined, self-deceptive sinner, and so remain as that, becoming less than and inferior to your own manifested expressions and reflections that is this world, as you and cower and hide rather than standing up and taking responsibility with integrity and dignity and common sense. You say that you become tired of hearing the same expressions, insights, and common sense that is revealed to you through many beings in existence, and you continuously repeat the words, "I know this already," or "I have heard this already," etc., which is again self-deception, human beings. Why? You may know this already, human being, and you may hear the exact same words repeated, but to you it remains knowledge and information, and you are not actually living and applying this knowledge and information, which is another method of hiding, and not actually standing up and taking responsibility for yourself, for you. You listen, human beings, retain and absorb knowledge and information, remaining enslaved to your own knowledge and information, because you do not live and apply knowledge and information, words, as one with who you are. You don't hear, human beings. If you would have heard, you would have actually stood up and applied that which you hear as one with who you are, in becoming the living word as a statement of who you are, and not accepting and allowing anything less than who you are and from anyone else. If you become apparently tired because of hearing the same expressions, insights, and common sense that is revealed to you through many beings in existence, it is but your mind too filled with knowledge and information, because you are not allowing yourself to actually live and apply and express that which you apparently know and understand, because you prefer hiding behind knowledge and information of your mind, which you have come to accept and allow yourself to be as who you are, to still not stand up and take responsibility with and as you. What is the first step, human being? Honesty with self, with you. Find those aspects in your world where you are not allowing yourself to stand up and take responsibility within and as yourself and rather hide. You'll see them? This I guarantee, and be aware of your thoughts, human beings, the current manifestation of God in your world. Kill God, the God which is your thoughts. And if you reacted to the words kill God, you still have some religious constructs that require releasing through forgiveness. Gotcha. Each human being has to start with themselves. Self-honesty, you honesty. Self-trust, you trust. It's not going to help establishing organizations or business to try and change the world because it's another method of hiding. Such beings has not yet actually allowed themselves to be honest within and as themselves in the realization that they are actually individually responsible for the current status and expression of this world. Have not yet actually faced themselves in the realization that they have become less than the world and what exist in this world, as the reflection of them, as that which they have accepted and allowed themselves to become and rather hide behind establishments, great and profound organizations which apparently assist the world in some way or another, and many human beings praise and worship them for their good intentions when in truth they're actually hiding behind the money such organizations stand for. Interesting. The reason I have mentioned and explained much in this document, especially the interdimensional system manifested within and as the bone marrow tissue within and as the upper neck point, being the 3-point plug wall socket, and the multiple various different interdimensional system designs where each and every single such system designs have individual purposes, as the actual 3-point plugs which plug into the 3-point plug wall socket, I will explain in the Part 4 section. For the moment I'd urge you to understand, live, and apply self-honesty, you honesty, and become aware of your thoughts, actions, and behaviors within and as yourself. Remember, you are what you think, and I am certain not many beings are proud of what goes on within their apparent secret chamber of the mind. Merely forgive, apply and live corrective action, and understand that you are not your thoughts, so don't be deceived by your God as thoughts. Kill it. We're almost complete with the entire Part 2 section of this structural resonance document as the design of the structural resonance in the human physical body, before we continue on to the Part 3 section, where I am explaining my experience of directing Bernard within and as his structural resonance. On that note, let's not prolong the continuation of the completion of Part 2. The design of the structural resonance in the human physical body. Body, back. 23. Scapula points. Here indeed, I have asked a particular lady the exact biological/anatomical definition of this particular part of the human physical body. I am certain most human beings have heard the term wings, to which the scapula points are also referred to as, because when you push your shoulders and your arms back, it looks like many wings forming on your back. Besides that, let's continue. The scapula points represent the limitation system. Once again, I suggest you refer to the picture presented in the Structural Resonance Part 2, Phase 1 document, where you will find a link referred to as Structural Resonance Sketch, and view the picture labeled Structural Resonance Body. Back, you will see the scapula points indicated. Firstly, I will be explaining the placement of the limitation system, and then the reason for the limitation system, of which the source anchoring/placement of the limitation system exists within and as the scapula points. The placement of the limitation system within and as the human physical body exists as follows. As I have said, the source anchoring points of the limitation system exist within and as the scapula points as indicated in the structural resonance sketch. Drawing two horizontal lines from both scapula points straight through to the spine, where the lines from both scapula points connect to one singular point directly on the spine. Such lines are the connectors which connect the limitation system to your entire mind consciousness system, which is intertwined, infused, and manifested within and as your entire spine, as I have mentioned before in the Structural Resonance, Part 2, Phase 10, by Veno document, where and as your mind consciousness system encompasses your entire human physical body, and thus becomes the guideline of your life, the guideline of you, that which support you according to your self-definition as a mind-consciousness system. Therefore, the limitation system is infused within and as your entire mind-consciousness system through the spine connection. The ultimate reason the limitation system is connected to your spine within and as the mind-consciousness system which becomes that which you trust, that which support you, and that which guide you throughout your life because of your acceptance and allowance of becoming a mind-consciousness system, is so that you with great ease define yourself according to such a limitation system because of your becoming a complete mind-consciousness system. In defining who you are within the system according to the mind-consciousness system, you will then automatically define yourself according to such a limitation system because it's infused within and as the entire mind-consciousness system as that which you accept and allow yourself to become and define as. The limitation system is specifically designed to amalgamate within and as the unconsciousness mind of the mind-consciousness system of and within all of humanity as one, and thus you live such limitation as yourself without you even being conscious/aware of it. The limitation system currently enslaving all of humanity as one together because all of humanity as one together are accepting and allowing and collectively agreeing on the existence of such limitations within and as them, because all of humanity as one are living such limitations as who they are. Such limitations are also part of that which I have mentioned before as the synchronized unified consciousness field which connects and interconnects all of humanity as mind consciousness systems so all may support each other within and as their acceptances and allowances of becoming such limitations and remaining so. What this particular limitation system consists of is the following words, meaning that such words are the encoding of this particular limitation system, that which the system actually consists of, anchored within and as the scapula points, infused within and as the entire mind consciousness system so that you may come to define and believe yourself to actually be the limitations presented within and as such a limitation system. Note, this me I am referring to in this list to continue below is the mind consciousness system as that which you believe and perceive yourself to be, and the creator are those that design the mind consciousness systems in existence. Understand that each such sentence placement within and as that which the limitation system consists of is manifested as a symbol, programmed within and as the limitation system, intertwined and infused and manifested within and as the mind consciousness system of each human being on earth, within and throughout the unconsciousness mind system, manifested the unified consciousness field as that which connects and interconnects all of humanity as one as mind consciousness systems. Systems attempting to understand and comprehend oneness. Thus within each and every single human being exists the religious system, of which the limitation system becomes the foundation/support upon which the religious system within human beings exists. Whether you practice or live religion in the world or not is irrelevant. Within all of humanity exists the religious system, because within and as all of humanity exists the limitation system within and as the scapula points, which is the support foundation upon which the religious system exists. And this is how it works. The fallen angels principle, the origination of the limitation system, and the religious system. The fallen angels principle is encoded as the base program of which the religious system is designed. The religious system existing upon the limitation system within and as the scapula points. Therefore, the limitation system is also able to be referred to as the religious system. They're one and the same in principle and design, so to speak, as the limitation system merely presents a foundation which enables the existence of the religious system. All of humanity collectively is programmed and encoded with the fallen angel principle, which is where the 22 points / symbols I have mentioned above comes in. Thus, the fallen angel principle is the basis / foundation of the existence of the unified consciousness field in existence, which include the 22 master points of the system. The system is the master / God of you. The mind consciousness system is the master / God of you, and you, as the fallen angel, are in God's kingdom, as the unified consciousness field. I am certain you have become acquainted with the words. The kingdom of heaven is inside you. If not, here's your first introduction. This kingdom of heaven referred to here, specifically those residing in, and as the religious faith/belief, is your mind consciousness system, your mind consciousness system manifesting the heaven, which is the world created/designed for the fallen angels by their creators. Thus, here is religion explained, human beings living forward/practicing that which they really are, mind consciousness systems honoring their creator, that which manifested them as mind consciousness systems, with heaven as their mind consciousness system within them, that which manifests forward/create their world within which they experience themselves, their creator creating a world/heaven for the fallen angels to experience themselves within. Human beings as fallen angels, this is each and every single human being in this world, whether practicing/living religion or not. This is irrelevant. You are the fallen angels of which your creator which created you in his image and likeness as mind consciousness systems, created forward/manifested your heaven as earth, as the unified consciousness field, as this very world you exist within and experience yourself. Therefore, human beings won't stand up. Therefore, human beings won't take their own power. Therefore, human beings will merely accept and allow their enslavement and the enslavement of the rest of the world as humanity, because of the religious/limitation system that exists within, and as you, as the mind consciousness system that you have accepted and allowed yourself to become, having justifications, reasons, and denials for why this world is what it is in this moment, pointing fingers, shifting power, shifting responsibility, shifting blame, but never, never, considering self. That self is the reason, is that very reason this world is what it is in this moment. Understand that this principle I am explaining above, the fallen angel principle along with the 22 master points, as the base design program of the entire mind consciousness system within you, as the religious/limitation system, the reason, the answer to why no human being has ever experienced who they really are, but remained in their acceptance and allowance as a mind consciousness system. The question is this: are you going to allow yourself to remain enslaved as a mind consciousness system, or dare yourself to, for the first time, through a process, dedicate yourself to experience who you really are? Or will you remain in shame, guilt, denial, justification, blame, resistance, and fear for the remainder of your apparent so-called life on earth until you inevitably die as this mind consciousness system and understand who you are in the dimensions, to return once more and then only birth yourself as life from the physical? Life has never existed. Love has never existed. God has never existed. You have never existed. Joy has never existed. Expression has never existed. Freedom has never existed. You have been enslaved as a fallen angel mind consciousness system designed within a heaven as this world, as the unified consciousness field, within which you experience yourself in this moment, designed and created by yourselves as the mind consciousness system which you have accepted and allowed yourselves to become. You as the mind consciousness system designed and manifested by your creator /God which you honor and respect through remaining this mind consciousness system, where words have but definitions of meaning to interpret and communicate, where words are no more an expression of you as who you are as life of oneness and equality. If you think you are a mind consciousness system, as responsible for the current existence of this world as any other human being on earth, therefore we say, stop the mind. The mind is the disgrace that has become you, that has manifested and created this disgrace we dare call life, we dare call world. This must stop. 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 And for the first time give yourself the opportunity to see, for the first time give yourself the opportunity to hear, and for the first time give yourself the opportunity to experience you. I would be extensively angered to know in this moment that I have but been a programmed system. I have allowed myself to be used and abused, and I would use this anger to stand up and say, till hear no further. I am birthing thee as life from the physical to for the first time in existence. Experience, see, and hear who I am as life. No one can do it for you. You have to birth yourself. Understand, human beings who read this. I am giving you the tools, the guidelines. You have to live, apply and express this as you with absolute self-dedication and self-commitment. You have to give yourself the opportunity, so you may birth yourself as life from the physical. Stop the mind as the system that you have accepted and allowed yourself to become. To no longer support the manifested disgrace that has become this world for which each and every single being in existence is responsible. Stand up, take your power and direct yourself. No longer be the slave to the mind. Only systems of choice. Life, immediately stand up, walk and never look back, because life is. Life is not able to choose to not be life. Therefore, choice would be dishonesty. Dishonesty is of the mind.